All right. Okay, moving right along, man. The second or the last game in game twos for Tuesday night was between the Suns and the Los Angeles Clippers, and the Suns were victorious in that game. Um, it looked like Russ came out actually looking great in the game, man. You know, he swatted KD. This is a good series, man. I like this series. I hope it goes seven. You got, guys who like to hoop, man. Kawhi, he don't talk, he don't do a lot of talking, just like to hoop. KD ain't doing too much talking. He likes to hoop. And the Suns came with a little bit of a different defensive approach, trying to slow down Kawhi. They doubled him pretty much every time he touched the ball. They were swarming him. And like I said early on, you saw Russ kind of get off and do his thing. Eric Gordon hit some threes early on too, and the right before the half, the Clippers looked like they were going to run away with it, man. They were up big, and then a 19-2 run between the end of the second quarter and start of the third quarter let the Suns kind of get out to a lead, and from there they never looked back, and they have tied that series at 1-1 now. So a guy who I want to kind of highlight, who the first two games is, kind of had out-of-body experiences, and he joked after game one, if they put Zubac on me, I'm gonna put up 22 every night. So Torrey Craig has been great, man. He's knocking down corner threes. You gotta, when you play with a guy like Devin Booker and you play with Kevin Durant, and you got an opportunity to knock down these shots, you got to get your role on, man. Be a star in your role, right? That's what it is all about. Everybody can contribute. Everybody of cojones, I guess is the word for it. Or, you got to be built for that to do it. So Torrey Craig, these first two games has been big for the Suns. So keep an eye out on him, man. He's doing some big things, man. That series is kind of tough to call, man. The Suns bench doesn't really, it leaves a lot to be desired, right? So, and the Clippers bench has been great, and they're one of the deepest teams. That's been kind of their thing all year. Even without Paul George, they're pretty deep still. So, and you don't got Marcus Morris playing. Like I said, you're not seeing Robert Covington. But they still can come at you in waves. There's so many different guys, man. And Ty Lue's a great coach. My personal opinion on this, I'll say this: usually the team with the best player will win the series. And to me, for my money, I told y'all last episode who I'm rocking with. I called him Kawhi Jordan. Kawhi Leonard is the best player in this series. And that's with all due respect to KD. I love KD. And I actually kind of went back on, I was having a debate with one of my guys, man, and we talked about, is Bron still, the best player or whatever? And he was saying, yeah, he thinks Bron is still the guy. And I love LeBron too. I respect what he's done, 20 years in the game. But I said I take KD right now today over him, and I would take Kawhi number 2 over him. And then I put Bron at 3 for these playoffs right now today. If I was picking guys, we picking teams, I'm taking KD first. Far be it for me to say, I apologize, Kawhi. I forgot. It's been 2 years. You were hurt. I'm taking Kawhi first. And even last night, not necessarily having a great game, series wide, when the money's on the line, when it's time, when the chips on the table, I'm rocking with Kawhi, man. So I think the Clippers will win this series. The Clippers actually did. My question was who's in control of the series. The Clippers did what they're supposed to do. They stole one from the Suns. They go back home. They got home court advantage now, and the pressure's on the Suns to get it back at this point. They got to win one of these 2 games and kind of restore order. They did what they had to do. It was a must-win game for the Suns, and they held serve in game 2 after losing game 1, and a tight contested ball game in game 1. So this is a fun series, man. I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what happens and locking into it. I will say I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Atlanta, in the South. I ain't gonna say East Coast. We say South now. But Eastern time zone. These late night games are kicking my butt, man. Trying to stay up and watch them and still live life on top of running around with kids and doing all this stuff. So, but like I said, this is the most wonderful time of year, man. So I'm enjoying it. We've had some great basketball these first 4 days. I think it's been 4 days. Yeah, 4 days so far, the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to it, man. And previewing the games tonight. Tonight we get Milwaukee and Miami again, and then we get the Lake Show. We get LeBron. We get those guys back in the building. Him. I'm just gonna refer to him as him for now. Right, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, who had the game of his life. How will they follow up that game too? Big thing. Ja Morant is a game time decision. They did say that there weren't any broken bones, or they didn't. All the X-rays came back negative, I think, on his hand. So he's good to go as far as the that part of it. But he does have a injury. I mean, essentially, he's in pain. He doesn't know if he's going to play. I think they did say he practiced, so we'll see what happens with that, man. I think, like I said, it's kind of unfortunate when guys get injuries because you want it to be a situation where both teams are at full strength. I mean, and Memphis came in anyway, not at full strength, just based on the injury to Steven Adams and Brandon Clark. But yeah, this series is, I think the Lakers, knock on wood, man. Hopefully AD stays healthy. And I guess, like I said, I'm a Lakers fan, man. So I'm rooting for the Lakers to win this series and win it all. But I have apprehension still just based off game one and what happened to AD and based off his career, man. But we're gonna yet keep holding on for AD. So prayer warriors, if y'all out there, pray for our brother Anthony Davis, man. Make sure that God keeps him all in one piece and that he's able to sustain him and help him win and stay in this series, because if he plays, they got no answer for him, man. So and Memphis may be in danger getting swept. Now I've also said that, like I said, the other game, Giannis is a game time decision too as well, I think. But Coach Bud, Mike Budenholzer, says he's optimistic that Giannis is going to play against the Miami Heat. I don't believe in Miami. And Jimmy, but I love Jimmy. That's the problem. I don't know. I wish somebody would rescue Jimmy out of Miami. I don't think Miami has what they need around him. Tyler Hero, of course, will be out for 4 to 6 weeks, so they lose one of their top scorers. Bam is going to have to step up, man. Like, he has an interesting matchup with Brook Lopez, big guy, bigger than him. Brook Lopez is a good defender. Maybe all first team NBA defensive player. But Bam, you got to step up, man. They need you to step up. When they were in the bubble, and we keep hearing this a lot about when in the bubble is just a different situation, but Bam stepped up huge in the bubble, man. And, he was balling. And offensively, they need him to do his thing. He can't have, games where he's just not in the mix, man. He's got to step up. They need him. He has to come along with Jimmy and help him out, man, especially with Tyler Hero out now. But if Giannis is back, I got the Bucks winning this series, man. They better not blow the series. If they do, I think it's going to be an interesting shakeup. And I'll jump out ahead of this. If Milwaukee loses this series, you may see Coach Bud gone. You may not see Chris Middleton anymore. I think they still will keep Drew, but they're going to have to kind of shuffle some things around if this series if it's a first round knockout to 8 seed, definitely. So stay tuned for that, man. Again, this has been some great basketball going on. I'm enjoying it. I'm sleep deprived a little bit, but I'm gonna try to steal naps or something so I can be ready to watch these games. Definitely tonight, my team, the Lakers, playing. So it's a Central Time Zone game, so hopefully I haven't checked the time on that game, but hopefully it's not too late. Maybe we'll get some reprieve on these late games tonight. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, my bad. It's 7. That's the 7:30 game. So they have the Bucks playing at 9, and then game number 3. No disrespect to the Denver Nuggets. I respect the Timberwolves. Whatever. That game is also going on tonight. So that's the late game at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But that series, I don't think the Timberwolves have a chance. They're a talented team. They just make bonehead plays, and they got bad juju, man, or something. I don't know. They should have kept Pat Bev, and even with Pat Bev, they probably don't have a chance. It's just I don't trust the Timberwolves, man. I think they may be in line for a sweep, or maybe they win one game. Hopefully Anthony Edwards can have a moment, because I like Anthony Edwards a lot, man. He's a Georgia guy, so I'm rocking with that. Of course, I say bring Ant home. That's what I'm saying. We need a wing in Atlanta. Bring Ant home. If we can work something out. Ant, you got a strong on them folks, man. Come on home, man. We want you. But I got Denver winning that game. I think they'll go up 2-0. And quiet as kept, man. Like I said, Denver kind of has a path. I think the Suns and Clippers are gonna beat up on each other probably in that series. That may be a long series. So Denver, they may be a sneaky bet, a first seed being a sneaky bet to win or proceed through in the playoffs is wild, but nobody believes in Denver at the moment. So, but they should handle this series. So those are your 3 games tonight, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, subscribe, cut on the notifications, like this video. I'm giving you the goods, man. You know, we try to do it a little different than all the talking heads on all the big networks, man, and all these other podcasters and all that. I love basketball. I know the game. I played the game many moons ago. Now I'm a gray beard, but you know, try to give you a different perspective on things, man, and just my take on it because, of course, I know it all, right? So, again, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and we're gonna keep doing what we do, man. Stay tuned.